Greetings, welcome to my YouTube channel, welcome to my space. I am Pauline Gonga. So today's video, I'm going to discuss 31 questions. I will give you my own response to it, so it depends on you to see if they are relevant or not. They are my own opinions and they are for you to decide. Okay, let's start. First, why do people work daily just to prove themselves for a few minutes? Why do people work daily just to prove themselves for a few minutes? Alright. Life is a process, not the destination. It is a destination when you don't enjoy the process. For example, if you're an athletic, you have to train every day just for you to do an activity just for a few minutes, and I serve for 2 minutes, 9 seconds, 90 minutes. But for you to keep fit, you have to exercise every day. So for you to live longer, what do you need to do? Have a healthy lifestyle, create good relationships with people, practice daily meditations, and many other activities just to keep you engaged. We are all going to die, but how are we going to die? Second question, why do beggars don't have limits? What are beggars? I am a beggar, you are a beggar as well. We all are beggars. But we all have limitations. Where I can be very resourceful, that's where you are lacking. Now, these beggars are those who just want to receive without giving. Yeah, individuals where they know these particular people are good people, that if you ask them anything, they will give you. And they keep asking and asking. Why the giver hardly says no. But if the giver starts saying no, okay, the receiver will stop asking. Third question, does every opinion need a reaction or response? Every opinion, right? Yeah. Now I'm giving my opinion about the questions. I'm not deciding. People give opinions to you, and the response is from you. I give you my own ideas about how you should elevate your mind, but the final decision relies on you. A reaction is when you're expecting a particular behavior from someone, and when the person feels, you react either using negative words, either using force. But with a response, since you're already used to, since you're already familiar with the way humans behave, what do? Either you give a silent mood, either you walk away, or your response is so gentle that the person who used the negative word gets offended. Fourth question, what does it mean by KAS? KAS, knowledge, ability, skills. Knowledge, you might have an idea about something. You might be very intelligent. Do you have the ability to do that? Do you have the strength to do that? The skills, you need to get trained for you to be well equipped for that activity. Others have the knowledge. Others have the ability, while the rest lack the skills. So for you to outgrow, for you to be different, have knowledge about what you're doing, the ability, your strength, your physical your physical structure. Thirdly, your skills. What are the skills are you learning? Is it relevant for the activity you want to engage yourself into? Food. Feed, sorry. What does it mean by PPP? PPP means, for me, it means picture perfect person. We always want to present ourselves as perfect human beings with no mistakes, with no issues of delay. We just want to be on point at every stage of our life. But that's not the case. And for you to start maintaining that, it takes a lot of your time, a lot of your energy, and even drift you away from people who care about you. When you start picturing yourself in that way, those who want to be humble, those who love being human, you see them as underdogs, you see that they have a problem, rather it's you. That's where mental health starts. People no longer believe in you. People never think that you can do something. And the more they start drifting away from you, the more you start feeling lonely and empty. Sit. What's the difference between raw material and finished product? Raw material. When we talk about raw material in terms of the product, let's say what a raw material we sell, we have palm oil. There are a lot of raw materials you can involve yourselves into. I don't want to bring a lot of agricultural stuffs or products. Let's look into as our personal selves. We keep growing and we are never fit into a situation. The more experienced you become, the more knowledgeable you know how to handle situations. So, for example, if you're going into a job the first time, the knowledge you have, it's all about the theory. So when you get into the job, sometimes you get frustrated. Sometimes you make mistakes. So when it comes now to the finished product, you say now you're already the CEO, you have people working under you. And when you're at that level, you forget that you were at the lowest level when you began that position, when you began that job. Now there's not a distinction between the raw material and the finished product. Before becoming a finished product, remember you're a raw material. Before being a CEO, maybe you began as a security guard, or maybe you began a receptionist. So never forget where you came from and give an opportunity for others to grow. 7. What does it mean to have money? That is independence and freedom. Money is a tool that helps us acquire a lot of assets. But most times we see money as freedom. Yes, money is freedom. But what kind of freedom are you searching for? It's a tool to help you achieve a particular goal. But is it the freedom you need? I can remember when I was growing up, I used to think, or I used to believe that when I have money, when I get more older, I'll be free, I'll buy big houses, I'll do a lot of things with money. Now I'm older, you realize that when you have money, there are a lot of things you have to do with money. And when you stop working for money, you have nothing to build yourself into. So, in terms of the independence, money gives you independence where you can achieve any goal you have set for yourself. But the freedom, does it give you the freedom? to be with your loved ones, to be with your friends? For me, I think money is more of independence than freedom. 9. What does the principle in more mean? The principle in more is giving more, consistency. Consistency. If you start something and you give up, do you think you'll be able to be the best at it? Let me take it for example. You say you want to be educated, okay? You go to school the first day, you say, no, I'm okay. I've really gotten the knowledge I need for this level. Do you think you are really fit enough to move into the next level of education? Rather, you need to continue going to school for you to acquire more knowledge and be more relevant to society you are. So for you to be best at something, you have to keep doing more and more and more. That is consistency, hard work, and discipline. 10. What does it mean by understanding? Understanding. I would define understanding based on my experience about life. Understanding is knowing oneself, showing empathy, being in that situation, no judgment. So if you're understanding something, if you're understanding someone, do you relate with that person? Do you judge them or you don't judge them? Do you offer a helping hand? Or rather, you're just a public figure just to listen, but you're not paying attention to the person? What is acceptance? Acceptance is it's taking you hold. It's knowing who you are personally before outpouring the external acceptance to someone else, or outpouring the external nature of who you are inside. If you haven't accepted who you are, if you haven't known who you are internally, don't expect the external person, or don't expect the external environment to understand you or to accept you wholly. What is awareness? Awareness is more the sixth sense, where you're being conscious of every activity you engage yourself into, where you're being conscious of what you want to do, the things you engage yourself. How do you go about it? So that's about awareness. Many of us get engaged into stuffs, or get engaged into activities, get engaged into relationships where we are not conscious of what is the relationship giving us, what is the friendship giving us, what is that activity giving us. So always ask yourself the sixth question, the first question, the last question about everything, that what am I getting myself into? 13. How can meditation improve your productivity? As earlier explained, in the level of awareness, whereby it's a conscious decision. You have to know what's happening around you. So in terms of meditation, it's a reconnection between the external self and the internal self. And when you're able to know this body of mine doesn't accept this particular food that I consume, therefore I should stop consuming this meal. That's part of meditation. If you notice also that when I'm within this environment or within this group of persons, I'm not happy, I'm not satisfied, they bring down my esteem, my self-esteem, should I still hang out with them? Another thing you can think of meditation or productivity is like, each time you feel You don't get angry that you fail. What helps you is you say, what made me to fail? How can I improve on that? So that's how meditation helps in productivity. 14. Have you ever wondered why it is difficult to break a group of five than a group of 2 or 3? Okay. With a group of 2, it's easily for you to convince them. When you meet a group of 2, it's easy for you to convince them. Either one comes to your side, or they all come together and be on your side. When it comes to a group of 5%, it's very difficult. Why? Maybe they have had policies, maybe they have had engagement, maybe they have had pacts that you are not aware of. So getting to this kind of groups, you have to be conscious. That's like productivity, awareness, acceptance. You have to be conscious of, why are you doing that? Why are you joining that group of people? Why are you joining that company? For you to break that wall, it takes a lot of time. So think carefully when you're going to meet a group of 2 and a group of 3. A group of 2, group of 3, group of 5. So don't be an individual which has an ambition or a motive to create confusion. Your goal should always be bringing people together when you meet a group of persons. Or 15, will you like to get close to someone whom you judge or being judged, or will you prefer someone who accepts you? What I would say is, it's understanding. Do people feel comfortable by your side? Do people feel the space of understanding? When you are with them, when they express themselves to you, when they tell you their problems, do you judge them? Do you criticize them? Rather, you listen to them and try as much as possible to give solutions, or to let them know they're not bad persons, but they are individuals who just have to work on some skills for them to be better persons. We have had friends, we have had relationships who have been into working environments where each time someone makes a mistake, okay, what we do is we complain, we point fingers at them, then understanding where they're coming from, then giving that space for them to express themselves. If you keep judging someone with the little mistakes he makes, when you do something so bad to you, he won't feel comfortable to express him or herself to you. So just be careful. So 16. Why do you think love is the greatest bond? Love is the greatest bond. Why? We all build on love. We're created by a God of love. No matter how old we get, we still want to be cared and belonged. We still want to be listened to. When we look into the lives of children, okay, they don't criticize us. They just trust us. They don't choose where to belong. They don't choose which family to belong. But yet they still trust us. They still love us. A child is built by love. So as old as we get, we still need love, and we're being built by love. When you were born into this world, people took you, and when you're going to die, people are still going to bury you. So we are being built by love. Okay. 17. Doing what is right and feeling good are two different things. Doing what is right comes when you have to choose, okay? You have to decide. Does it make me happy? Or rather, it's gonna save a lot of generations, a lot of people from the decision I'm going to make right now. Feeling good, it's about self-satisfaction. It's about self-satisfaction. And feeling good it's more of being egoistic, think about yourself. But doing what is right is think about others. And what and your personality, your personal trait. 18. Why do you see some people sad at all times? People go through a lot in life. People are fighting battles. And expressing yourself sometimes is seen as a form of weakness. Why? People judge. People understand. People always believe we are finished product, rather we are raw materials still in the process. So it's our responsibility as individuals, as males, as females, to make others smile, to just give a helping hand. Just give a helping hand. You never know what you are doing to the person until the person tells you. So do good. 19. Are the basic things in life free? But why are they taken for granted? And why are they told we paid for it? The basic things of life are free, for example, water, food, air. Okay? Let's say housing, clothing. Yeah. They are free, but people have to pay for it. People have to pay for it. But now let us dwell on air. Okay? Let's dwell on air. On air. We breathe every day. Right now I'm breathing. I'm okay, I'm fine. Okay, go to the hospital. They will tell you the amount of money you have to pay just to get oxygen. We get frustrated by life and say we want to kill ourselves. Even before that, we still struggle to live.